So for the time being, the talking state has become our normal state, and keeping quiet and just quietly sitting looks like a activity now. You know, that looks like normal, natural state, and this looks like a effort, just sitting and doing nothing. Actually, ideally, on paper also, even just sitting and doing nothing should not take any effort, but it takes effort, isn't it? Let us wonder, and really, I'm very much open that, I'm feeling excited that all of you can actually see this truth right now, which we are living. Namaste, everyone. I feel we can explore right now, talking and silent, being silent, no? Like remaining silent or talking, no? Let's explore what are these two things for the soul that we are, no? Silent sitting generally is a difficult thing to do, as we all know, even those who for whom it is most joyful now, no? Even for those, you will remember that it used to be difficult, no? Why it is difficult? Because talking kind of has become our natural way for the time being. You know, talking also maybe we can look at it like a activity, being active. The soul being active also we can see it as talking, no? And just keeping quiet, just sitting silently is the opposite state, not active state. No. So for the time being, the talking state has become our normal state, and keeping quiet and just quietly sitting looks like a activity now. You know, that looks like normal, natural state, and this looks like a effort, just sitting and doing nothing. Actually, ideally, on paper also even, just sitting and doing nothing should not take any effort, no? But it takes effort, isn't it? Let us wonder, and really, I'm very much open that, I'm feeling excited that all of you can actually see this truth right now, which we are living. It can be such a powerful discovery, meaning it will make us very strong. It will make us free. The true knowledge makes us free or not? So silent sitting has become difficult. But through talking or through being active, we the soul can experience different forms, but we cannot experience the formless that we are. For that we need to be available, meaning present, but not active, but not doing anything, meaning not talking or not active. Same thing here in this moment. No, talking maybe not necessarily physically talking. We are talking in the mind. Talking means not the thoughts which are rotating. No, we are talking to them, and they are talking to us, and we are replying to them. That's what is talking or being active towards the thoughts which are rotating inside us. A feeling also. Feelings are inside us, and we are responding to them continuously in some way. Maybe we are not aware of it yet. No. So we have kind of got caught up in a active, like a necessity to be active all the time. Like impulsiveness, which is not really rooted in one thing. It is like a thought, involvement with one thought encourages us to be involved with next thought. And then that encourages us to be connected to another feeling, and that encourages us, like it takes us to another feeling, to another thought, to another feeling, to another thought, to another feeling, and it goes on like this. That's what is being caught up in the ego mind. No? How to break it? That's what is getting out of mind, breaking out of it. Not that we have to break the mind, not that we have to remove the thoughts and feelings. As and when necessary, that work will be done or can be done. No? But to coming to our natural state and knowing also who we are naturally, living this in the peace and the joy of our being, we don't need to remove the thoughts and feelings or break the system called mind. No, something else needs to be done. We have to get out of it. And in the spiritual process, I feel many times we have got into a misunderstanding that when there are less and less thoughts in my mind, then I'm out of mind. Even empty mind, we are still in the mind. No? Because mind is not a thing in itself. It is the activity of the being that we are. No? Mind is the activity of the being that we are. No? Thoughts are not by themselves there. They are being thought by us, that's why they are there. No? They are being thought regularly, that's why they are there. No? So there are regular thoughts who regularly are found inside us, thoughts and feelings. There are some occasional thoughts and feelings which just come occasionally, on Sundays or holidays and like this, isn't it? So we have a very active participation and involvement with thoughts and feelings. That's why they are there the way they are there in a way. Not that we have created them or anything, but from wherever they came, we are using them now. Which is like a declaration that they should be there inside us. I mean, I don't want to touch this topic, how to clean our mind, but out of mind from those thoughts and feelings which are there. But the topic is how to come back to our natural way of being, which is not really talking, but it is being quiet. Quiet is not same as trying to be quiet. Quiet is as remaining quiet. not talking. This not talking is remaining quiet. Not talking, not that trying to be quiet. That is the story when we are caught up in the mind and we are looking at it, at trying to be, looking at our own nature from there. It looks like I have to try to be quiet. No, I'm just sharing this background in case it can open somebody's eyes today only. And then a real uh, change or spiritual journey can begin today. No? A real one. Not a journey which is happening within the mind, but a journey from the mind to the being. No? That's the thing, no? What is the way to break it? No? To actually break it or to get out of this impulsive involvement with the thoughts and feelings, uh, being more conscious helps up to some degree. Like why I'm thinking, for example, like this, no? These kind of contemplative effort, no? Trying to watch our thoughts will make us aware that they are not just thoughts rotating there. Actually, I'm thinking them, and why I'm thinking them. That this kind of openings or insights will happen inside us through the approach of being more conscious. No? The chances are that we will still not be able to see that we are not in our natural state yet, no? Which is the main cause of restlessness that the soul feels. No? If you are not in your natural state, you will feel some toll. Like it has some toll on you. You may not notice. Like we love, most of the people, maybe, I'm not sure, but many people love guests. No, not all the time, but sometime we love guests. No, hey, some guests should come to my house and we serve them and we give them space and everything and we enjoy nice time and everything. No, and we during this time don't notice that our comfort, you know, the way we are when there are no guests, when we are alone, that has been compromised in some way. We notice normally. We don't notice that, no? But when they are gone, we enjoy that time which we have spent with them, and still we enjoy the time after that also, no? Another example could be maybe not the guest, but we go on holidays and we plan and we spend so much money and time and everything, and we enjoy that so much. And still, inevitably, we feel so happy when we come home. Do you see? Because we come into our natural state there. So the being that we are cannot be happy until it comes home. Coming home means coming to its natural state. Natural state means where it is not making effort to be what it is, what we are, and not making effort to remain as we remain. That is natural state. And that is our truth. So we remain without effort what we are. And in the state also, we remain exactly without effort. So that is our truth and true state, you can say. No? But to come to that, I feel a mix of 2, 3 things helps. If we want a most effective result, like fastest possible results, then this what I call little bit of shaking, supporting activity, little bit of thinking wisely, or being conscious of mind, contemplation, and meditation. Even if it looks difficult, but trying, really, out of this kind of understanding that it actually is important for me. Aha! So thinking all the time is not my natural state. If this can be seen by any one of you, you are in a way already out of it now. It's just a matter of time. Why we are not out of this method, thinking continuously? Because we don't realize that this is not my natural state. We think that that's how everybody is and that's how I am. So now something has to happen here. Something has to happen in the mind called peace, called stillness, called joy, called silence. Out of it already, all of it is present inside us all the time. We just have to attend that. Not that we have to create that. We are creating like less thoughts, less aggressive thoughts, less aggressive feelings, more harmonious thoughts and feeling. Thought feeling together also nice with each other. Like we are doing a lot of work, and which is all good actually, I feel. But we are more improving the equipment through which we are experiencing life. But in ourselves, there is a original, you know, original joy, original peace. The soundless sound is our uh, own vibration. No? Vibration of who we are is what is soundless sound. All the time, there. Just come here and enjoy the nectar, you know, the sweetness of our own being. No? So body, mind, thoughts, feelings are not a bad thing for me. They are what they are. No? And living in the thoughts, feelings, we have to convert every experience and encounter with life into a thought, into a feeling. Do you see? What a limitation. And there are so many experiences of life and encounter with life which simply cannot be converted into a thought or a feeling, howsoever hard we try. Then we end up having only an imagination of it, a guesswork of it, no? Not a direct experience of life, no? That's how the joy in life is so less. Most of the joy which we feel we have, believe we have, is based on the belief or our effort. We are trying to make effort to be joyful. The joy I am talking about is not based on our effort. Everybody is entitled for it. And this is the grace of God, this is the gift of life, of the source to us. We are ourselves, this I am, this soul is the gift unto itself, given by the source. No? Really it is. It just has to live its own beauty, its own truth, beyond the thinking and feeling, rotation of thoughts. No? This mind. No? This is what is mind. So mind is in itself is not a thing. It is the soul that you are not living in your natural, in our natural state. No? Like forgotten. That my natural state is quietness, not talking. It's not talking. It is not talking actually. So just feel, if you guys feel, let us again not talk. Let's not give it a great name. But now you know what I'm talking about, no? So I will share in between little bit, few words. But this is our time for just being. Being without talking. No. Before, being with talking, which means the mostly talking only, no sign of being or no possibility of experiencing the being that we are. It's a very strange word, being. Allow me to live with you this, and it is possible that you may taste what exactly being is. Being is not a process for me. Being is a special word for me, which is saying that I am here, and it is not a process in itself. It is a presence, not a process. You know, the experience of my existence, but no process involved in it from my side. I'm not making effort, to be who or what I am, This is being, being. As we are testing this being that we are, this is what is being just quiet, not talking. This is our natural state. Join me in this simplicity of remaining in our natural state. It's not a special state, my friend. We are only in our natural state. but it is so special in comparison to the previous state. So very special. It's so extraordinarily special in a way, But it is so relaxing also. It's so joyful, like freedom from all that effort which we were making to make things work in a certain way, so that we can experience peace and joy. It is just here all the time. Now you are also here. That's why the encounter of you with your own peace and joy is happening. This experience of our own being, this experience of our own joy is so pure, so damn intimate. There is no more deeper intimacy than this actually, as far as the experience of joy is concerned. Whenever we experience joy, otherwise there is something in between. Always there is some hand, something in between. Now there is nothing in between. Just pure being, experiencing, and just being itself that we are. It's so beautiful. But it is very simple. Please try to live with me. It is very simple. It's not difficult thing. Difficult is the mind department where we are caught up many times. But this time is free time. Freedom. Like out of mind into the being. This is our time. Just keeping quiet. This is not going to fix any problems. Because there are no problems anyway in life. Life does not have problems. Problems are seen in life mainly because we are restless. We are suffocating. We are longing to live this joy and peace and our own beingness, our own truth. And we are not able to. Out of that restlessness, a point of view comes towards life where we condemn, judge, and complain. But from here, even if you look at a plant, a leaf, it feels so amazingly beautiful. My God, I never saw it. It also existed. Life existed, I never saw it. We may feel like this. And it was so simply available and open to be lived. Was I absent or something? Oh yeah, we were absent actually. We are simply present now. Not present like trying to be present. But we are not going to be absent if we don't make any effort. The way of the ego. If we don't make any effort in the way of the ego, there is no way to be absent. Because to be absent means not to be. And to be is to be present. And to be present is to be who we are, what we are. So this is just a simple, call to all of you to live this beauty that we are. It's not a method or something. It is more like together. We are living this truth, this beauty. It's just like this. This together has power beyond our understanding right now. Alone it is so difficult to get out of that mind into our natural state. Together it is very possible. Here I'll just share few more things, then we end this. Don't try to be in silence. That is a fake silence created by the mind, because that is the maximum mind can produce. That is more absence of the noise in a way, which mind itself has created. because we were like screaming that I'm going to destroy this mind today if I don't feel peace today. No, this is a different peace. This peace is more like joy. This joy is more like peace. This peace is more like being. This being is more like I am. I am this. I am this peacefulness. I am this joyfulness. I am this joyfulness. This is the only place in existence, as far as form is concerned, that we, the soul, is absolutely on its own. No one can enter here. No one can take us out. No one can order that, hey, empty this space. It's absolutely our own space of being. Absolutely private path, like we have some places, it's a private road. It's a private home. Nobody can enter here. This is what is being home. We are our own home actually. And this is that experience here, the experience of being at home. And also the experience of being myself, as I am, effortlessly. Just for last few seconds, I feel you are able to actually rejoice now in your being. Like you understood what I'm saying somehow. You joined me somehow. It's so nice. I will just share a few things here which can be understood only here, which cannot be understood from the mind level, from the mind state. No, I'll just share a few things. Just enjoy them. This is the amazing thing about being in your true state. You don't have to make effort to understand. Let us live this being that we are. There is a subtler uh, mm, reality, or more clearer possibility of knowing and living this what we are here. As we are staying in this being, as we are staying as just being, not talking, not doing anything, somehow as if still there is some darkness left here, and slowly light is growing now. Like things are becoming, like this thing called myself is becoming more clearer to myself. This is how it feels, just by being here. The wisdom of who we are is waking up. This light is the wisdom actually. Wisdom of the being that we are. No? It is waking up, it's opening up. No? So far we were dependent on the wisdom of mind. The wisdom dependent on thoughts and feelings. Now our pure wisdom, this is what is going to enable us to have a direct look at anything. Looking, not looking for anything. Through the mind we always look for something. Here we can simply look without looking for anything. So light is growing here naturally. The misunderstanding called the false self is dissolving here naturally also. We don't have to work on the false self, or we cannot really work on the false self because it is not there anywhere. It is either the darkness in the soul, in one sense, or now the light, its own light growing. The more its own light is growing now, the less that environment which creates a sense of false self is reducing now. No? The natural truth, the beauty of who we are is shining more and more. It is so amazing to live with all of you this simple and most fundamental truth of who we are. Thank you for joining this guiding. Thank you. Staying in our true nature, staying in our true state like this, does not really solve the problems which we normally see as problems. It first of all gives us peace, joy, which we have been seeking for through different ways, no? And in many misunderstandings. And we never found that joy and peace which could make us so happy and peaceful that we don't feel like going anywhere now. No, this place, this joy is that joy that we feel like not going anywhere now, not doing anything in a way. Not that the life will stop, not that we will stop responding. We will continue responding to life, but as if we have achieved what we wanted to achieve through all the life activities and events and journeys and everything. Now that's going to be more like a bonus, you know, like a cherry on the cake, like a choco chips on the vanilla ice cream, you know. Just additional will make it more rich experience of who we are, not that we are seeking for it anymore. A life of abundance is felt, is lived from here. Life of abundance. This, who we are, already is the biggest gift and blessing of life. And we are able to live now also. Now everything you will feel deserves a thank you to the Lord, to the Source. Even my breath, that I am able to breathe, that I have a body, that I can see, my senses are functioning, my mind can think. And surprisingly, mind will become so quiet here very soon. Because mind is not something going on by itself. Because we attend mind, mainly because we don't attend ourselves. As we are attending ourselves now, we will naturally not attend mind excessively. Like mind is as if in a, mm, how to say, like in a state where it's not functioning naturally. Mind is not in its natural state right now, and we think it is mind's fault. No. If we return to our natural state, mind will also return to its natural functioning, where we will at the mind level able to see actually that I don't have to think so much about the same thing. Even if I think 1,000 times about the same thing, I'm not going to get new results, no. We become so simple about, like very wise. Simple means very wise in the thinking, no. Mind comes to its natural state also. Very, very nice, beloveds, to be with all of you right now. Very, very nice. Thank you. If this can be achieved, this joy, this returning to our being, then there is nothing else which we really feel like achieving anyway. But we can continue playing with body, mind, the senses, just for fun maybe. But if we don't achieve this, no achievement will look like a real achievement actually. For the moment it may look like. Yeah. Here we can understand this system of desires, one after another. Fundamentally, a desire is nothing but a desire to return to the joy or experience the joy that we already are, that we already have, and not succeeding in that results in a birth of another desire now, where maybe on left side I will get this time, maybe on this kind of approach I will get that, maybe on this kind of relation or this kind of activity I will get that. No? Many beings have finished their life of the body in this pursuit of happiness through desires, and they did not realize that what was the mistake. But I feel all of you are such wise beings that you are able to connect to your own being. Living the joy of our own being wakes up the wisdom which we need to see what is valuable in my life and what is not. So we can wisely use our life or time in this body also. No? Like it resets our wisdom in a way, like rebooting of the system, not like removing anything, so that it can start functioning properly. Rebooting is a very good example. Like restarting, rebooting. Maybe some of you new, like millennials don't understand what is rebooting. So restarting your phone, okay? Like that, like clean slate. Aha, like the system says, all right, what is the first task? Like this. Like every ability is there, but not clogged, not overloaded by the tasks lists and multitasking and whatnot. Just quietness, complete strength of the being, mind, body, everything. Just quietly sitting. The wisdom of this togetherness and this presence that we are naturally decides what to attend, what not to attend. A lot happening in life. Not that we have to attend everything, or not that we can attend everything also, no? That's amazing. No? Thank you. Somebody can talk to me if you feel.
Gee, I want to bring myself in front of you. Because I, I, I don't know what I'm not clear today to like some like कहते हैं ना, अजीब सी स्थिति like feeling
Ajib si sthiti. This word looks
like
familiar to me. Ajib si is like strange, no? Strange. So you are in a strange state. You are saying that I am not able to understand or something you are saying? I can help you. Would you like to talk to me like this, back and forth? So, what is not, what you are not able to understand? Try to look, listen to me, and if you say that I'm not able to understand what is happening to me, then actually you have some background from where you are saying that I'm not able to understand. Meaning you know somehow that what is understanding, like when I will be able to understand, then how I will feel. So look deeply into that. Did you understand what I said? Like you say that this is not white today. It means you know what is white, no? So look in that place from where you are declaring that what is white. And inquire inside that, are you sure that that source from where you are looking at it, which is declaring that it is strange, that source is reliable? Like foolproof, like has been verified very deeply by you? Check that. Like what is the basis that you are saying that it is strange? Is it good strange, bad strange, or just doctor strange? You know, like just strange.
it's just strange, not good and not bad,
Eh?
not good, not bad,
How
just
then it
strange.
can be strange? So it is strange because it is good or not bad. That's what you mean by this. Maybe you are using this word strange because it is not neither good nor bad. Is it like this or?
Yeah, so
Oh.
like sometimes I feel like very silence and like at the same time I feel like now maybe this I am lost some
Can I
state
supply
or
some word to you which may help you maybe? Is it maybe new? Not strange, but maybe new? Is it new? What you are experiencing is new. Like really new, not like new that we experience in spiritual experiences. Like a real, something really new happening or being experienced by you, and that's why you feel, I never experienced like this. But then it is new, not a strange, no? Don't blame the poor guy, no? Yeah. So it's new or no? Please, you tell me. I'm only supplied the word, not that.
yes, geez, it's new. Just I think that's why I'm not like what's going on like this. This
Oh,
is it.
so
Yeah.
basically new in this, in the sense that you don't have the background to evaluate it, that what exactly it is and what I'm supposed to do now, no? And one again, something very simple can help you. Who are you here in relation to this what you are experiencing? Check right now. Just bring yourself in the same light in which you are seeing this, which is new, and you don't have a background to evaluate what it is. No? Just simple, like not arduous effort or anything. Very simple thing. No? Very joyful, joyful looking. If this question doesn't appeal to you, I can reframe the question. Like, how are you separate from this, what you are experiencing?
I think I'm not not keep myself separate with this.
Hmm?
Not separate with this.
You're not separate from this.
So I think that's why I'm trying to.
That's why you are finding it strange. Yeah. So can I try to use some language and you verify whether this is what you are experiencing or not? So are you saying that I'm experiencing myself, but I never experienced myself in daylight, my eyes open and mind and senses functioning before. That's why I'm finding it strange. Are you saying that?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Meaning that experience of myself happened in the silence, in the meditations. Now, right now, I'm not in any meditation. So that's kind of strange. Is it like this?
Is it like this? Yeah.
Be sure. Don't
Yeah.
believe what I'm saying. I'm not asking you to believe what I'm saying. I'm just trying to help you explain to me so that I can respond if necessary.
Yes. That's in generally like I feel very speechless now.
Why speechless? Like you have forgotten all the words that you can use, or they are not capable of explaining this. Why speechless?
Like not capable to explain. That's
Uh-huh. But are you happy?
yes, yeah, I'm happy.
Is there anything missing here, like anything less, something incomplete?
Not missing.
Hmm?
Not missing. Not feeling incomplete also.
Then rejoice. This is yourself. No? You are in your natural state. Even when your eyes are open, senses are functioning. No? It's just that you're not used to of it. You means the mind is not used to of it. No, the consciousness. We can say whatever word we can use for this. No. How wonderful is that? No. Those who think too much. No. They also think too much because they believe that thinking is the way. You know, thinking is the way in the direction of truth. Thinking is the way to only know that it is not the way. Only if you really think very sharp and in very short period of time. No? Through thinking, we only reach to this clarity that thinking is not the way, which is a very great achievement, by the way, if it is done on time, so that we can become free from the belief of thinking. No? Direct dependency on thinking also. Otherwise, we quietly sitting nicely in my being, like we came together no, today. Then we again believe in thinking for some things. You know, even on a such powerful and auspicious opportunity, on an occasion like this. You just enjoy now. So this attending yourself and not attending anything, this is what is abiding in yourself, abiding in the self, which is a very subtle thing, subtle understanding we have to get in some way, that I'm not really doing something actually, but that's precisely what it is. I'm not doing anything at all. No, but a value, a understanding for this true state of being, where I'm not doing anything. No, value for it also. Because very quickly we get out of it also that, okay, now I know what is my true state. Let me go on to my business now. But that business is where we feel or live as a false self. And then we suffer, we get confused, and then we seek again. And where we come after that? Here only. Why don't we reside here enough now, so that that sense of separate self never arises within us, even when we are living life, no? So don't make that mistake. Reside in yourself enough. Let the activity of body-mind happen from here. You don't leave this now, no? At least for some time. Like peace will come everywhere, mind level, body level, peace will just come back everywhere. Because peace is a nature of mind also. That's why mind is also suffocating. No, it is also agitating, because it's not living in its natural state. Natural state of the mind is relaxed thinking. No? Relaxed thinking. It can think so better, so much better. And wise also, so wise, so clear thinking. So, thank you. Very nice talking to you.
Yeah, now I can say like is very used to of talking. So now very used to of talking. Now it's suddenly quiet and everything is quiet. So that's why it's feeling like it's strange or new. So that's.
Oh, yes. That habit of talking also can very quickly pick us up in a way, like we just get into it. Like, I'm talking about silence right now, so it's okay. We may, like so many subtle excuses mind can give us. I have heard people in the satsang talking to me on the subject of silence, quite a long, like 5-10 minutes, you know. Maybe they're trying to feel the silence by talking, which is okay, but that's not real silence, no? Real silence is when you are not talking. No? When you are not talking, means you are not participating, you are not active. Like you are, but not active, no? Yeah. So what we are practicing in a way here is being without being active. This is what is just sitting fundamental meditation. Learning the being mode, what I call, no? Learning the being mode, like learning our natural way of being. Does not mean that we cannot be active. But now we will not forget who we are. If we live sufficiently in our natural state, we will not forget who we are when we are active in the body-mind level, in life experiencing. No? Which is fun actually, if we are living as ourselves. It's so much fun. Not necessary, but fun. We don't watch a match or game or something, or we don't play game because it is necessary. That I cannot eat food if I don't live, if I don't play cricket or football, not like this, but it's fun, like joy. Like, it is like expressing the joy that we already have, not achieving the joy out of the activity anymore, in the person state, we are doing activities to achieve happiness. But now we will do activities to express that happiness which we already have in the being, naturally all the time, in abundance actually, like a lot of happiness all the time, naturally there, no? Not stored so much, but we the being is made of this fabric called bliss, Sat, Chit, Anand. We are truth, and our visible, experienceable, or noticeable qualities are Chit, consciousness. We are naturally conscious or aware, and Anand, bliss. No? When we are experiencing ourselves in relation to the manifested, the objects, the forms, then we are naturally aware of them without doing anything. But we are aware of all of them, not like as a whole, not like items of them. No, that is second level consciousness or awareness. That afterward, objective consciousness or awareness is also going to come out of it. No? But we are naturally aware of the forms and also that I am formless. I am formless truth. So this is Chitta. Anand is our nature. No? So we don't have a stored joy. We are the joy. Like if you dance too much joy will be felt. Let's say, in that's what I mean. Our movement creates the environment of joy. Very good, no? Thank you.
Thank you so much. This beautiful, very, very beautiful.
It is actually. But the problem with this discovery generally for people is that it is so natural. Who we are is so natural, and because of that it is very simple also. And we have got into a sense of a struggle so much inside the mind that we feel the problem is so big, how the solution can be so simple or small. Like as if, one very good example I feel, as if somebody did not sleep well for a long time and is feeling so agitated now because they have not rested well for a long time. Their body has not rested deeply, their mind has not rested deeply, and they are just agitated, and they are taking that as a lifestyle now, and just trying to get maximum out of it now, like this. Now they cannot believe that just resting is the answer to, like, probably 100% of their problems of life. Just resting. Deeply rest, deeply sleep, at every level. It will rejuvenate, revitalize everything of the body mind. Refresh also. Like the old, like incomplete tasks. So many incomplete tasks are rotating in the system, no? Which neither have any meaning nor have any taker. Even if they are completed, there is nobody going to enjoy their results now. They're just useless. Ghost energies are just rotating. Thought, feeling, trying to do this, trying to do that. No? All of that just can be removed. So simply. First thing is resting. That is just sitting meditation. No? And then as necessary, supporting activities also to clean up the space. No? Like the dead bodies of the ghosts. Yeah? Like if you are too sensitive to the ghost, then you can comb out the dead bodies of the ghost also, no? Yeah, I think it was here only. Not that it is here, not that I can see, but I think the dead body is here only. I cannot see or feel, but I think it is here. Let me comb it. Please do that. If we can allow the 5 elements to do their job on this form, which is made of 5 elements, it can very simply bring that harmony which is necessary to live a wonderful life. We are just not allowing, we are interfering continuously. No? That wisdom naturally starts happening inside us as we rest in our being, as we rest more as ourselves. You know, oftentimes in the name of trying to become healthy in the physical body, we are interfering in the process of health, which is much faster and effortless and painless and disturbanceless. You know. Anyway, these are different things, but just a pointer, just a reference that how much we are disturbing our own body, mind, and everything in life, and then feeling that I have a very disturbed life, but not caused by anybody else. That's why if the being who is feeling a lot of disturbance in life, in this context I'm saying, becomes quiet and peaceful, first of all it will feel peace, and secondly it will stop disturbing the system, which will stop producing the disturbances also. No? It will return to its natural state. No, it will return to its natural state, where it can naturally function with everything, like all the cores function with each other so nicely. No? I know it's not a common thing to happen in a human life, but it is possible. It's amazing. It's amazing. Because there is no problem about experiencing life. That no, I am not the body means I cannot experience through the body also now. No, I am not the body, it is true. I am in the body and experiencing through the body now. No? Yes? The purity of the true knowledge makes us free. In so many ways we cannot imagine actually right now. We are not bound to anything in life, we are bound to misunderstandings, which we take as understandings. No? About misunderstanding about ourselves and about everything else. I'm just sharing. Who am I to, share these things like this? But just an encouragement to look deeply. Don't believe so much. Everything that we believe, no. And let us come to the peacefulness of our being. And let us come quickly, because it is so simply possible. Like upon listening to what I'm sharing, if you have not already come back to your natural state, it means what? It means you don't believe what I'm saying. Why you don't believe what I'm saying? What is your counter argument about it? Because what I'm saying is simply true. That counter argument is in the mind process. For that, contemplation will help a lot. And a little hint of meditation also sometimes, just to bring peace. Like a ceasefire. No? Contemplation through the mind is like a fire, like a war with ourselves. No? So ceasefire, like a peaceful peace offering, is that meditation for now, for time being. Like okay. Both the enemies are enjoying a cup of tea and a toast. No. Cheese on the toast is an optional thing. You like, some don't. So very nice. Anybody else can talk to me?
Guruji, this nothing on the way, such a key.
Can you elaborate a little bit, because something very fundamental what you are saying, no? So maybe it is not understandable so easily. So it will be nice that if we explore in detail a little bit, no, for everybody also. No? Yeah, say something more. What do you mean by this? Like use like 3, 4, 5 statements. Yeah, because some beings are like this, no, that we have to say that, hey, use more words.
uh, I'm sorry for my not accurate words, but I will try. What I mean that it is really nothing on the way. Like everything what I believed, or everything what I trust, or everything which was real for me, it's very clear that it's not on the way as I was believed.
Yes, yes, yes. So basically, everything which was real for me, this is a key word for me, that everything which was real for me actually was in the way, in a way. But now it was exposed as not real, and now obviously it is not in the way. So rather than searching for the truth somewhere, let us examine the truth that we believe we know or we have. And it is exposed as not true, mostly. No? Then we become free from it for the truth which actually is there, which who we are, by the way. So we are holding on to the truth we believe is true, which is other than who we are, and not relaxing in who we are, which is the only truth actually. Anything that we can experience is going to be less real than who we are, who experiencing it, no? Because we are constant. We are the same who is experiencing, no? Many different things. So that's why contemplation is a very important thing, important part of awakening. If some beings are already, in the heart, or how to say, like able to connect in satsang, then contemplation is not necessary. They can directly listen in satsang that, okay, yeah, yes, it's true, I am, and I am ready to come back to myself and remain in the inactive state of my being. Oh, yeah, it is joyful. That's all. No question, no answer, no confusion that how to stay here, not to stay here. No, just staying here is so joyful right now. Why to ask a question about tomorrow? No, tomorrow we will talk about it tomorrow. No, you know what I mean? So some beings are already in the heart. Then it is much simpler. So then satsang is directly serving them. No, but if not, contemplation will help a lot actually. So truth that we see, feel, or find inside us, that is in the way, no, of coming to ourself who sees, feels, and finds the truth inside ourselves. It is like you are like a spaciousness of, you are like a spaciousness, and taking some of the object or objects which are happening inside you as true, which is like, okay, examine. But what happens because of this? That you are the truth. The space actually is the truth of the content that happens in the space. There is no content if there is no space. No. Actually, content is content is made of the material called that space of being that you are also. But because of that, we don't live the truth that we are or that we have. No. So it overlaps. This simple, small thing can overlap. This is what is called identification. You, the truth, got identified with something which is happening inside you only. And you did not see your mistake. That whatever is my truth that I'm experiencing, it has to happen in some space and it has to be experienced by someone. And I am that someone who is experiencing this truth. So I cannot be this truth which I am experiencing. Obviously, no. I am this experiencer of it, no? Like this. This is why we get caught up in many different experiences which happen inside us and we take them as truth. This is my true self, this is my true state, this is my true being. No, like this. True being is not what we experience. True being is who we are, who experiences it. Anything and everything. Having a cup of tea, you are still the true being. Not that you will be a true being in your samadhi only, no? You know. So have a cup of tea, establish clearly the experience and the experiencer that you are. No? Yes? Yeah? Having very deep spiritual experiences is more of our desire. That in being in a normal state where I am right now, I don't think that I can discover the truth so simply, because it has to be something very big. In a way, it is something very big, very impactful. But in the discovery of it, it is very simple. Like for example, discovery of a star, no, a planet. I sometimes watch also and get the news also of NASA and ISRO and all the space agencies are discovering this and that. Recently, they pictured or a star is eating a planet or something, no, NASA like this. So discovery of stars, discovery of planets, discovery of everything. It's not easy. This is something is too far, something is too close. And moving also, changing also, no? But discovery of the sky, is it going to be difficult? It is just there all the time, no? Discovery of truth that we are is like discovery of the sky. It's not running away anywhere. You are never running away anywhere. You are just always exactly what you are and where you are, no? Just be free from identification. No? Identification is what we call brahmjal, like a hypnosis, like looking at it, like you forget, like yourself that you are the seer of it, in that way. And then somebody does like, oh, wow, oh, that was a strange thing, like this. Like a life is created in that state of hypnosis, this, that, connection. We use all the resources of body mind. That is what is used living as the false self. Living as false self simply means not living as the true self. It's not something else. It should be simply understood like that, no? Yeah, it's good, no? So really there is nothing in the way in that way, but there is still something in the way when we are in the state of hypnosis or identification. Then the language is very different. Then contemplation helps a lot. Silent sitting will still help, but contemplation will help more. Like something need to be done by us. Otherwise we will remain identified, no? In a way, or no? Or at least for some time. So in a way, nothing is in the way. When you see, actually there is nothing in the way. Until you see, there is always something in the way, no? So I am very realistic about these things. In the experience, when we are not free from the identification, there is always something in the way. It is difficult. I'm not able to sit quietly, like we are like this or not. Very nice to talk to you. Thank you. Now that the goose is out, keep the goose out now, no? That's also important to understand, no? The false self state depends on movement, activity. True self that you are can discover again and again yourself whenever you forget by not moving. This is the golden key shared by great beings who have discovered us before us. Whenever confused, whether I am living as true self or false self, stay without doing anything for some time. Your natural and in a way known sense of being will be felt by you very quickly. Oh yeah, I'm kind of back or coming back to my natural state. Living in our natural state is not living in a certain sense of being someone. No, living in the sense of being only, not sense of being someone. Only being, not being someone or something. Only sense of being, not sense of being someone or something. Yeah, it is natural, and we will come back very quickly. But when we have doubt whether I'm in my natural state or not, then doing is a very risky thing. That's why doing very neutral things only can help, because neutral seeing is necessary. Neutral seeing will help here, basically. No? Generally, it may look like a good idea to solve a problem here, but actually, it's not a good idea to solve a problem. You know, but more being still and seeing what is going on really. Like what exactly I'm trying to do here, that can wake us up, return us back to our natural state, beyond, outside of this, hypnosis or this state of identification. I hope it is useful. Thank you. Thank you. Like let's say we have been living in a very, very small shell, under the underground shell, for whatever reason, where the darkness remains always and the light never enters, light of sun, the fresh air, the wind, the breeze. And we have developed many things like this. At some point we realize that no, this cannot be, that life has only this much to offer. There has to be something more than that. In the being, when the being has become more conscious, we are able to sense that there is more to it. And somehow, let's say, we got to get out of the shell into the open sun, open sky, and like sun is there, birds and beautiful trees and plants and everything, and it's just dancing. They are dancing in sun. You felt so happy, And then we have no other place to live, let's say, so we have to go back to that shell again for the timing. And then those problems or ghosts which we were aware, which we are afraid of, they will catch us again there. What to do? Come out of that shell, stay in the sun for some time again, like a daily. Slowly those ghosts will leave us. Those ghosts are misunderstandings happening inside us. And the vitamin D of the sun, when increased in our body, will open our eyes also that actually there are no ghosts here in the cell also. And after all, this is just a space under the line where I come out. So they are basically one thing. They are not two things really. So how it is possible? You know what I mean? Things will become so simple and integrated, like a one integrated reality. But the key here is not to remain in that shell, but the key here is to come out in the sun and stay. That sun is what is meditation, satsang, dhyan and satsang. But don't bring your ghosts here, meaning don't attend them here. You are out of that shell already. Enjoy what is here, the sun, the light, the openness, the freshness. Live, in this analogy I'm saying, and it is similar to what is satsang and dhyan, no? In comparison to the limited space of the person, no? When it is suffocating in that. I'm just trying my best to share in different languages. It's not really I'm saying now something new, same thing in different ways, no? Thank you. Yeah, hello, Lena.
Rajee, hello. Just had to say thank you to you for this very beautiful meeting. The whole meeting is so yummy. Especially also the last words that you shared with Mila, the conversation. Uh, yeah, so much joy. Thank you so much.
I feel that, I clearly feel this. That actually I was talking similar things before also, but it is as if you all have become so much more attentive and, like this. Every meeting, it happens like this, that, that we are able to connect basically. The speaker and the listener is able to connect somehow, no? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's kind of true, really. Why, when we understand, then we don't struggle in understanding, no? Trying to understand. No? It is our sincerity, no? When we don't understand, we try to understand. It is our sincerity. It's not a bad thing, but it's just that still we are not able to understand. No? So thank you that you are able to connect. No? Because understanding actually in this context is as simple as, hey, you are on that chair, no? Oh yeah, I'm on that chair. Like, and I'm on this chair. Oh yeah. Ah, you have nice earbuds, no? Oh yeah. Like as simple as this. Not that, okay, let's spiritually look into it now, that earbud means this, being on this chair means that. We are not using symbols or anything. We are actually using very plain, simple human language, which literally mean that what it is trying to say. No? But what happens is that we are into a habit of trying to translate everything into some other different language. Then, you know. So this is why listening to the way the speaker is speaking in satsang makes a big difference. Not trying to listen in our way, but listening the way the speaker speaks. No, because it may mean different. No, the same thing, same statement may mean different. Like where you stop, where you put a comma, no comma makes a big difference. Where you put a full stop, period makes a difference. No. Allow me to share, meaning allow yourself to listen what I'm trying to say. I am not really trying to answer any questions. Because the thing is that life as we are, life that as it is, and the truth that we are, it does not require question answer format. That is for fun only. No, for fun. You can ask who I am. I'm Lina. No, Lina means what? It's my name. No, who you are, not your name. I'm this. No, but this is your body. No, oh yeah, this is my body. For fun we can have question answers. Not that life itself needs question answers. It has wonder. The soul wonders. Like a child wonders. No? Not that child questions. Child do mostly question, by the way, but the child who has not started questioning yet, I'm talking about those children who are not here right now. The being wonders, being of life, that we are being of life, we wonder. Wonder means we do not know something and we try to know it, but not through the questions, but through the encounter with it. Like through being present, being present with it. As far as knowing anything is concerned, as far as experiencing anything is concerned, we are at our best when we are present with something. not thinking about it, not trying to know, trying to experience, only present. Present means we are available for it, but not preoccupied by some approach towards it. No? Like this. And this approach which I'm talking about, like a no approach, this out, or you can say understanding which I'm sharing, has many benefits. First, that we will experience what we want to experience, or we will know what we want to know to the maximum, because we are giving it full space to for it to show us. But it is no. We are not trying to trim the tree already. That this part I don't like. So let's see what is the tree now remaining. No, with all the good and bad of it, all the dead leaves also, all the broken branches also. And secondly, we become so relaxed in ourselves. We also experience and know ourselves when we are experiencing and knowing anything, any part of life during this time. Like this, every meeting with life is a meeting with ourselves. Every experience of any part of life becomes experience of ourselves also. You know.
You cannot run fast enough to get rid of it.
Eh? You cannot?
I cannot run fast enough to get rid of it.
I did not understand what you mean by get rid of what? It. What it? What do you mean by it?
Myself.
Eh?
Myself.
Myself. Oh yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, she's like using some spiritual language, I think. I'm a simple man, so it took me time. Sorry for that. True. But we all are trying actually to run as fast as we can. Not really to get rid of ourselves, but to reach to that island called myself or true self. No? True self is not an island where we are going to travel one day, no? And mostly we have this kind of misunderstanding, by the way. Let's be honest. True self is the one who is traveling there, no? Going there, no? So this true self is on step one also, no? Before it has started the journey towards the true island called true self. This traveler is the true self. No? When it turns towards itself, that becomes quiet. That I've done a lot of journey. Let me wonder who I am right now. Who the hell I am? Not like the way we think. Who actually I am? It feels amazed by it, by the truth. It doesn't find any limit to it. It doesn't find any finite, nice line anywhere. It feels that's a strange thing. I have lived whole my life as like as so much limited as I could be, and I was the limitless being. No, but still, it's not too late. No, because after all, time is a subjective thing. No, we can live eternity in one moment. No. So very nice. Like the really when we are experiencing and the truth is very joyful. No, you can talk more also. It's a nice talking, no? Nice conversation happening. I'm sure everybody must be enjoying and benefited in some way. If it doesn't offend anyone, then sometime I think in the future, you know, maybe decades or maybe centuries, somebody comes to a teacher to ask that I want to discover myself. They will ask, "What is your budget?" What is your budget? Budget means how much time you think you want to take, because we will take as much time as we want to take, as if we have sense how much I can invest in it. No? And even if it is possible right this moment, we will not honor it, we will not value it, because we are going to take that much time. We have a plan. We have a plan. That it doesn't happen like this. First I have to kind of think a little bit, then understand a little bit, then meditate a little bit, then be lost also, then forget also, and struggle. All of that did not happen, and you just brought me to the truth. No, I don't think this is a kind of real thing. No. So we definitely have sort of a thing going on inside us, like acceptable criteria. We have a acceptable criteria inside us, I feel. Those who are kind of ready that to hell with all of that, please, can I know the truth right now? Doesn't matter what it is called or not. Then they are ready for truth, for simple truth. Until then, we have sort of a to-do list is still there, which has not been ticked, and until that is ticked somehow or ticked or thrown away, we are going to not honor the truth which is discovered enough. Because after all, what is truth? You are truth, as simple as this. Every one of us is truth, no? But why we don't value that? We should look into that matter more. No? Why we don't value that rather than how to get it? You cannot get yourself. Because you are yourself, obviously. No? So is not a spiritual journey more or less a contemplation? Trying to correct our wisdom, to place correctly our value, what we should, we want to really value or not, what will bring joy in our life, happiness. No? So very nice, Leena ji, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because it is not that the self that we discover finally in the last moment, last time when we get enlightened, that self is different than the self that we are when we are living as a false self. The self who is living as the false self, this self is exactly the same self which is discovered as the true self in the time of enlightenment. What happened in the between is the value for it. No? Only one thing. Only one thing. Our eyes become more refined, our wisdom becomes more refined, and we value this more. No? It is really something important. Slowly I am learning that, so value is very important thing. It's not as simple as I found that, this is here, and then, my energy started rushing towards it, and they stopped attending everything else of the mind. No, in a way, majority of it. No, it's not like this. I remember, like that kind of thing. Sometimes I used to share the sessions on the phone also. Like I allowed long time back. No, one friend used to call me, and he we used to do self inquiry because that was the method I was using that time. And he said that, can we do self-inquiry right now? I said, no, we want, let us talk, let me see how you are and like this. He said, no, 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 can we do self-inquiry? I said, why? He said it feels nice. I said, I'm not sharing just so that you can feel nice about things. He said, in the middle of somewhere, it kind of feels nice. He was a very innocent guy, but how funny. Many times we are like so casual like this. So I'm very happy, Leena ji, that you are not casual. No? But if there is any casualness or carelessness, remember you will have to pay very heavy cost for it now. Because now living in the truth of our being and enjoying and losing it, it feels like hell. Like it feels like much more hell than before. So I hope that you are clear that you have no carelessness towards it. Like there is absolute value for who you are now. Just sharing. Not that I detect anything, just sharing. Very good. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. So I think, Lena, we can conclude like this. This that myself as I am, no, myself plus value for myself is equal to realization of myself, no? Isn't it? How much value for myself, that much realization, no? Now let us look deeply whenever any one of you want that why we are not valuing ourselves. Then let's look deeply into it. That is the subject then, no? I'm just sharing with you, Lena, that just sitting in yourself. Always spend some time with yourself, like right now. Allow yourself to observe everything that is happening inside you. And also notice that you are not attending anything but yourself only. This is one way of saying that staying as myself. Because staying as myself when all of a sudden, all of my energies are, absorbed in myself is one thing. But when the objects of my space, of my being are allowed to be noticed by me is another thing. This is going to be a test now. And this is going to be a refinement also. It is going to be so beautifully rewarding you, like a confidence growing, that sense of fear of losing yourself is just disappearing. Because now whole truth is in front, in one light. Let us spend every day like this. Because there is no word except what is happening inside the space of your being. Be clear about this. You have become clear about the word, the manifestation. Allow this yourself, which happens inside you only, to play in you. But you don't move at all from your true state of being. You are not stiff. You are not frozen because you are not afraid anymore. You are just relaxed and giving highest value to yourself. Because there is nothing in this myself which happens inside me, or any thought or feeling, or any story, or any state, or anything that is being experienced inside me. And all is completely allowed the way it is. No objection, no desire to change anything at all. Like if it remains for eternity like this, I am blissfully present. But this is not giving me anything. The content is not adding any value to the container, the spaciousness that I am. I am myself blissfully true and naturally conscious. Sat Chit Anand. No, I am blissfully true. I am not a truth dry. I am a truth very juicy, blissful, and naturally aware of everything that is happening in the space of my being. But I am not concerned about anything. I am free in my being. I am not free from anything. I am just free in my being. I am free as myself, not free from anything. This is irrelevant. Free from anything does not apply to me anymore. Lina, be clear like this. It doesn't apply to me anymore. I don't have a relation with anything anymore. Or my relation is of the content and the container. Slowly, all of your course, all of your body and mind, all of them will come in you, meaning will be known by you as inside you only. You can you can uh, you can check like this. Slowly, you will actually start discovering who you are truly. What you know about yourself right now is in relation to the different course only. That I am not this. Now you will know what actually you are without mentioning that I am not this. Without the mention that I am not this body, I am not these bodies, you will know who you are now here. And there's such a great deep beauty of this knowing who I am without negating anything. They are there. They are the content. All my kosh, all my consciousness, they are content happening in what I am. Now you will not use the language of form to define yourself as formless. Now you will truly know what you are, beyond the form and formlessness. Because formless is another coin, another side of the same coin on on which the form is marked. There is no formlessness if there is no form. Now you will come where you are, beyond form and formlessness, beyond this language or experience also. No? So very nice, thank you. Very, very nice talking to you. Thank you, thank you. I think it's good time to end this meeting now. I feel very happy, to that I met all of you. I'm meeting all of you right now. Thank you. It was a very, very beautiful meeting. Thank you for joining.